Did you finish a level and wonder why you didn't get that last collectible, even though you collected every physical collectible you could in a level? Typically, if you're missing that last collectible in a slot, chances are you did not get an S ranking. Today, I'll be showing you the best and easiest methods on how to get S rankings in the Cobra Kai video game, and some other tips that may help you out as well. The first major step to getting an S ranking is completing as many cool feats as you can during a mission. These are your end of level bonuses you see on the right hand side of your screen, which are environmentals, ultimate eliminations, characters alive, full health, and no food. There is one category I did skip because it varies on the dojo that you're playing as, which I will come back to in a second. The first one, environmentals, is where you slam an enemy into a car, throw them into a dumpster, stuff them into a locker, etc. This bonus is very easy to complete. In fact, there are very few levels that won't have enough environmentals to complete this bonus. The second one is ultimate eliminations, which refers to how many characters you defeated using an ultimate attack. This one can be tricky in the beginning of the game, but one detail to note is that you do not need to finish an enemy at full health to achieve this bonus. As long as you finish them period, this will count towards your bonus. I will go more in depth on this later, as there is a key to getting an ultimate quickly. The third bonus, characters alive, simply means how many characters you still have alive at the end of the level. Do whatever you can to avoid characters being knocked out before finishing a level, whether that's switching them out or healing them when necessary. The fourth bonus, full health, is also self-explanatory. How many characters do you have at the end of the level that still have full health? The fifth level bonus, no food, refers to you using any food at all to finish the level. Now, as crazy as this sounds, there is another way to heal no matter which dojo you're using. Parry. Timing a parry right will give you at least 20 points of health back, and is the key to getting your characters to not only full health, but to also get around the no food bonus. Now back to the category I skipped. If you're playing as Miyagi-Do, you will have a bonus for parry eliminations. This will only apply to enemies you giant swing and throw towards the screen. Normal slamming parries do not count towards the bonus. If you're playing as Cobra Kai, you have a bonus called ground eliminations. Simply finish an enemy by doing the ground and pound, which is fairly easy as you can do this to almost any character, the exception being larger enemies such as the sloth skeleton. If you are able to get these bonuses even if you don't get max S ratings on your combos in each area, these will greatly improve your chances at getting an S ranking by providing a much needed boost in your score. And while we're on the subject, let's do a quick dive into the combo system. This also differs between the dojos. As Cobra Kai is focused on offense, it is much easier to boost your combo score than it would be with Miyagi-Do. On the flip side, since Miyagi-Do is focused more on defense, you can do a bunch of parries that would boost your combo rating faster than focusing on attacks. If you're really aiming to improve your combo rating before leaving an area, focus on regular attacks with your punches and kicks. Save your dojo and character skills for necessary situations. The reason I say this is your combo rating does not go up as quickly as it should be if you use those skills, compared to regular punches and kicks. However, there are some exceptions to this rule. For example, if you just knocked out the last enemy on screen, you probably want to rush your characters to the next enemy as quickly as possible. It would be ideal to use a dojo skill or character skill that has a reach to keep the combo meter going. Another example would be using the character skill that hits at least 3 enemies at once. For example, Robbie's fully upgraded Frost Dash can provide a much needed combo boost against multiple enemies. You do also have to be careful when ambushing an enemy, as they'll sometimes have an invincibility frame before switching to fight mode from their idle animation, and the hit will not register, resulting in your combo being broken. On the other hand, if your combo rating is higher, it takes more time for the combo to be broken by inactivity. Also, obviously, if you do get hit, the combo is automatically broken and you do have to start over. One other tip I have is that in order to build your ultimate quicker, the first part is when upgrading your character, focus on boosts that grant you more ultimate percentage from attacks. This will help you charge your ultimate quicker, especially if you have to stick to regular punches and kicks. And you will be able to use your ultimate multiple times in a level to be able to get to the ultimate eliminations bonus. You will also have to get very familiar with how your ultimates work and what their hitbox is like. For example, Robbie's is only useful if the enemy is right in front of him and close by. However, the enemy that is hit by this ultimate will bounce across the screen and inflict damage on any other opponent that it runs into. Miguel's ultimate is great because it hits nearly everybody on screen, but the damage is weaker and is only useful for stunning multiple enemies at once. So you will want to wear down your opponent's HP to near 0 so you can pull off this ultimate and use it to eliminate your enemies. The last piece of advice I have for you today: practice, practice, practice. Familiarize yourself with hitboxes, canceling your skills into evading or using a different attack instead. Get used to parrying enemies at the right time, and also replay levels as needed to practice against different types of enemies to learn their attack behavior. Soon enough, you'll get an S ranking every time. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up and a comment, as it does help with the YouTube algorithm. If you want me to do another video on where to get all collectibles, including the hidden pawn shops, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay beautiful, stay awesome, and we'll catch you around next time.